says although initially they were blaming what happened after a cricket match over the summer, in fact that's not what's going on in this city. There have been tensions bubbling away here for quite many months now. And I've been speaking to people about why they think it has suddenly erupted. And many people feel that although Leicester is often held up as a model of integration, that model is outdated now. Leicester no longer is like that if you actually live here. A number of people say that different communities have come into the area. Some of them, a minority, have brought with them a right-wing ideology, the politics of the subcontinent that they have imported onto the streets here. But dealing with it is extremely difficult. It can be very sensitive even having these conversations, as I found out today after spending the day in the city.
This is what the Hindutva are doing.
Sectarian violence on the streets of Leicester. It was the weekend of the Queen's funeral, and with many officers deployed to London, those left struggled to hold back the aggressors.
Look at this sign right now, there you go. Left-handed.
It had started on Saturday, when a group of mainly Hindu men marched 2.5 miles to the east of the city, which is predominantly Muslim.
Well, he's got a weapon in his hand, and you're allowing it. Man's got a weapon, and you're allowing it.
I've been provoking the Muslims outside the mosques, playing loud music early in the morning till 2, 3 a.m. It's obviously, as you know, it's escalated to a different level now.
Ismail Shafi had been trying to calm things down. In this video, he's addressing a group of young men who had wanted to retaliate. We've got no qualms with the Hindus, he tells them.
The Muslim youth got together and they had enough. They said enough's enough. We are not going to just stand by. Whereas the police, we are disconnected with the police. We're distasteful with the police that they're not doing their job properly. Enough's enough. We need to do something. And they are like going around patrolling the streets, making sure our Muslim brothers and sisters are feeling safe, and they don't feel safe at the moment.
But even by saying that Muslims are just patrolling, some Hindus take that as a provocation.
From our side, it's just frustration.
Yes, they are Muslims.
That frustration is shared by the Hindu community. This video shows a Hindu flag being pulled down from outside a temple. What it doesn't show is that a Muslim imam was there trying to stop the crowds. Much of the footage has gone viral, used in propaganda videos. It's also been reported across India and Pakistan.
Meanwhile, 15 people have been arrested after a serious disorder broke out in UK's Leicester City over the weekend.
So these are the kind of messages you've been getting on your phone? Outside the mosque, Mr. Hussain shows me the WhatsApp messages that are going around.
Boycott all Muslim shops. If we all together boycott them, only they will know power of Hindus.
The violence hasn't come as a surprise to everyone in this city. Leicester is often held up as a model of integration, but is that view outdated? In recent years, a number of new communities have settled here, partly attracted by the city's prosperity. A small minority have been accused of bringing with them the politics of an extreme right-wing Hindu nationalism from India, or Hindutva ideology. Although it's been widely reported that the initial violence was sparked by a cricket match, that's not what's going on in this city. The tensions have been bubbling away for some months now. The police and the local authorities have been accused by some residents of failing to understand what's going on here. There's evidence that some of these groups from across the country had organised coaches of supporters to travel to Leicester during the disorder. Of 47 arrests, over half were of people who live outside the city.
I don't think we have been slow to respond to these incidents. We've got a dedicated investigation team wrapped across all of them. There's significant body-worn videos, CCTV, online imagery that we're working our way through.
Today, a joint statement was issued by Hindu and Muslim residents.
We arrived in the city together. We faced the same challenges together. We fought off racist haters together and collectively made this city a beacon of diversity and community cohesion.
But even as they had prepared their statement, there had been disagreement over whether the term Hindutva extremism should be used.
They're saying we want peace and the rest of it. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Everybody wants peace, but you have to have these uncomfortable conversations and you have to address the elephant in the room.
I don't think it's about hiding any kind of perspective or truth. I think we have to understand that there is concern on both sides, and both sides are willing to have dialogue, and that dialogue needs to continue and take place before any particular statement around that is made.
A small example of just how difficult it may be to re-establish the cohesion that this city prides itself on. And we're getting reports this evening, Jackie, of a similar situation going on in Birmingham. We haven't been able to confirm what's happening there, but we've been sent pictures of large groups of men gathering in the Smethwick area. And earlier today on social media, we saw posts from people in that city calling for a demonstration or a march this evening. People in Leicester have been warning for some months now that unless the violence here and the situation here is dealt with, it may soon spread to other cities, and there's a concern this evening that that may already be beginning to happen.
Darshna, thanks very much.